What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Stocks to Watch. And yesterday we had some fireworks, especially from Sandur Manganese. And have a look at this clip. So I think OMDC or Sandur Manganese, both of them are going to be on radar once again for tomorrow. Now, mind you, manganese prices are at all-time high, and Sandur Manganese is a direct beneficiary of that. So please make sure to track this one, because I think this one has the potential to kind of skyrocket. So this is what we discussed yesterday, and Sandur Manganese hit an upper circuit today at 10%. Let me just show that to you. So, and I think this is probably going to continue even tomorrow and maybe day after. So this is Sandur Manganese for you, and this is the trade idea that we had discussed yesterday. And I think the stock has already moved up 10%, and now I think this is a very, very good time for the stock to kind of take off. Manganese prices are again, even today, it hit another all-time high. So I think a lot of focus will be on this. Mind you, if you've missed Sandur Manganese, you can also keep an eye on MOIL, MOIL, which could probably, it didn't really do well today. But I think with manganese prices kind of going higher, I think you will see some action in MOIL also. With that being said, let's quickly get started with our discussion of the stocks to watch out for tomorrow. And Banknifty is where all the headlines are. And that is because Banknifty touched a new all-time high. And you can see on your charts that Banknifty broke out of this entire range. I think we had a discussion about this, that Banknifty is, getting into this tight range, and this line kind of signifies that. And today we had like a good action of private banks led the show. HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank. There are a bunch of other names. Even Axis Bank, IndusInd Bank did really well. Kotak was also one of the gainers. So Banknifty was the only, pocket of the market where there was a lot of action on the long side. But apart from that, we saw majority of the indices in the red. So today was a mixed bag. Even Nifty was kind of weak today. So even if I open up Nifty for the day, you can see that Nifty didn't really do, nice stuff. Rather, Nifty kind of contracted from that, tight little compression range and then started moving down. But the action in Midcap continues to be really, really great. And let me just open up the watch list that we discussed yesterday. And let's see what is the action that the stocks did from that particular list. So let's go to 19th of June. And Sandur Manganese, obviously, it has to be on the top of the charts. And because of the move. Apart from that, IMFA was up 4.5%, reacting from the order block. KDDL was another name which at one point was up, I think, 5-6%, but then it kind of came down. And Aavas Financiers was another name which, moved up 2%. The rest of these names were not really, in the strongest of their name, probably because of the market correction towards the end of the day, especially in Nifty. Now, talking about the stocks that we're going to be watching out for tomorrow, I think we've got some fresh names that could do some action. Meanwhile, if you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel. More than 80% of you who watch the videos have not been subscribed to our YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the like button and do subscribe because it really motivates our team to put in more effort to bring these videos to you every day. Let's get started with the first stock for the day, which is Symbol Sugars. Sorry. So now this stock has been making a nice wide base, and there has been some volume uptick. So it's going to be interesting to see on how this one performs. Veranda is probably one of my favorites from this list. And the stock has been beaten down. This is a stock which has been currently, I think in the last few days, has been consolidating nicely in this base. You can see the volume uptick coming in, along with the volume dry up that has just started right now. So I think this one is going to be an interesting name that I'm going to be keeping my radar on, hovering around the moving average. So looks nice. Action Construction Equipments has been a leader of the past, and I think there could be some action left in ACE. And I think the base that is setting up near the moving averages kind of signifies that. So that's also another stock that I'm going to be watching out for. Next up, we've got 5-Star Bus Finance, and I think this is also into a nice tight range. Could be an outperformer tomorrow. Again, the only issue is that this wick has a lot of supply, but I think I don't really think that's going to be a big problem. If this stock kind of comes out of the range, I think we could see a wick fill also. Next up, we've got a stock from the banking space, which is Indian Bank, and today it wicked out really nicely, liquidated all the lows, and then now I think it's ready to move higher. So this one is also another very interesting name that I'm going to be watching out for. Next up, we've got Card Trade, which again has moved really nicely in the past, reacted from a fair value gap into a nice little tight range. Another interesting one. Next up, we've got KICL, which is Kalyani Investments. And now this is again another base breakout, a long, wide base breakout. The only issue, however, is lots of supply. So I don't really think this is going to be exploring tomorrow. But I think maybe 1 or 2 days of action and then this starts moving higher. Now, Motilal Oswal, probably one of the favorite picks for tomorrow. I think this stock is going to explode with a runaway gap and now with a nice tight range consolidation. I think this is going to be one of the favorites of the lot. Another one is Sundaram Finance, and I think this is the second favorite from the lot because of the structure that it has created. Really nice base, contracting around the moving averages, volumes dried up. I think there is a lot of action here. Birlasoft from the IT pack is one stock that I'm going to be watching out for. Now, mind you, today, Infy, Wipro, TCS, lots of IT names outperform the market, even in a weaker market. So I think this is going to be something to watch out for. Now, if you really want to have a look at what IT did, I'll just quickly give you a walkthrough of that so that you kind of get an idea of what kind of outperformance I'm talking about. So I'll go to IT and now just look at this, right? So you see Coforge up 2.5%, OFSS up 2%, Mastech up 2%, Birlasoft was up 1%, Naukri was also in the green, Infy, Wipro, TCS, HCL Tech, major stocks were green today. That means they are having relatively higher strength than the overall markets. So Birlasoft is something that I'll keep on my radar. Infosys is another name that I'm going to be keeping a close track on because of this nice tight little consolidation that is created. Oswal Agro, another stock which is coming out of a solid base, and I think this could be a big mover tomorrow, probably an upper circuit candidate. Now, this is a very risky name, so please do your due diligence before taking any of the trades. Den Networks, as I think this stock was on our watch list in the last 2 or 3 episodes, finally broken out of this range, and I think now the breakouts could probably continue. So for a momentum trader, I think this stock could be really interesting. Next up, we've got MapMyIndia, and I think this is probably another favorite for me. Now, just look at the base, look at the volume drive. I think this is set for another explosive move. Stock has been a runner in the past, so I think this is also nice. Next up, we've got Sheela Foam. Now, this stock is like I wouldn't really say this as one of the strong contenders, but this is one stock which has been a beaten down name. So this has been now contracting nicely into this tight range. So probably once the range starts to break out, maybe 946, 950s, I think this stock could probably be a good candidate for a reversal trade. So that's about SFL. And last but not the least, and I think my third favorite. So I think after Motilal Oswal, rank 1 for me. Number 2 rank, I think would be Oswal Agro and MapMyIndia. I think both of them on rank 2, and then rank 3 has to be Ramki. Because of the structure that it has created, infra and engineering name, I think lots to happen. A very, very nice contraction reacting from the order blocks. I think everything is pretty nice. Next up, we've got Signity Technologies, which is probably, just preparing to move outside of this range and outside of this base. I think this is also going to be an interesting one to watch out for. So all of this is, the stocks that I'm going to be keeping on my radar. And if you like this video and if you like this research, drop a like, drop a comment, and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. All the best for your trading day tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye and take care.